Hello everyone. Today I am with Sriram Somayajula. He is a CA, CFA and a faculty for CFA.
I am good, Prashant. Thanks a lot for having me in your podcast. Wonderful to be here.
To ask you, how did you got into CFA while doing MBA?
Yeah. So, in fact, one of the things that I did when doing MBA was CFA, and the reason was twofold. One, I wanted to make a career in core finance. So, I wanted to be an investment banker or somebody working in the stock market.
Suppose as a person who has done only CFA, not any other course, how would you compare CFA with the other financial courses available in India or maybe globally? What skills do you think are necessary before you even put a foot in a CFA course?
So I don't think that there are any specific skill sets, but I think it's more an attitude thing that is required.
तो आई वुड रिक्वेस्ट यू कि आप CFA के स्ट्रक्चर को थोड़ा एक्सप्लेन करो कि व्हाट इज़ द एलिजिबिलिटी क्राइटेरिया, आगे एग्जाम सब्जेक्ट्स कौन कौन से कवर होते हैं एंड क्या पासिंग परसेंटेज है, एंड जब कोई स्टूडेंट एक लेवल से दूसरे लेवल जैसे जैसे बढ़ता है, व्हाट इज़ हिज माइंडसेट एंड हाउ डज ही कंपेयर हिमसेल्फ when he moves from one level to another. Second question would be कि what is the structure of the course? What subjects do we study in CFA?
हाँ जी, तो in CFA ना, so there are 3 levels and each level has very same subjects. In fact, level 1 and 2 have 10 subjects each. So
one additional question, Sriram, before we move ahead. What pathway of the 3 ways you mentioned would be suitable when an Indian student is going to choose?
My suggestion would be, rather than looking at it from perspective of which pathway will probably give you best results, I would rather suggest that understand about each pathway slightly better. See, portfolio management is all about where you work in a mutual fund or some kind of a family fund or something like that. Private markets is largely about your PE, VC, where there is private transactions and stuff like that. Private wealth is purely your wealth management kind of a thing, where it is probably some amount of HNI, some amount of family offices and all of that.
So agree. So you mentioned that the passing percentage is around 45 to 50% on all the levels. Correct. But when we talk about CA, the passing percentage comes very low. Yeah. So should we say that CFA is easier than CA?
No. So I actually would slightly beg to differ there.
I would ask you कि scholarship का कैसा scheme रहता है उनका, and I would like to talk to you about essay कि जो वो लोग essay लिखने को बोलते हैं, what things should be included in that.
Sure. So first thing is, see, I would slightly tend to disagree with the cost of the course because, see, I'll tell you what is the overall cost of the course. Let's assume that you don't get any scholarship. Let's assume that you take coaching for all 3 levels. The overall cost of the course is roughly about 4.5 to 5 lakhs. So essay ना दो essay लिखने होते हैं. So till previous year, I think till before September 23, it was only 1 essay. But I think from September 23, they changed it. Now they want you to write 2 essays.
Next, we would move to job and packages. कि as a CFA, अगर कोई undergrad है जिसने CFA ही किया है खाली, तो what kind of jobs will he be expected to get and what are the minimum packages to start and कहाँ तक जा सकता है? ऐसे तो लिमिट नहीं है, बट कहाँ तक जा सकता है? Is there any internship requirement from CFA? I think we have covered all the angles that can be covered. Sure. So last question which I would like to ask you is, besides CFA, what other courses do you think people can do who want to enter the finance industry and that are affordable and are also widely accepted?